Okay, well, it doesn't look like my audio there worked quite right, and we are good. Anyway, um, oh, I left my surfboard in the other room. All right, so anyway, I am going to paint. Okay, let me get my keyboard out of the way and get my little ornament thingy over here. The other day I showed y'all my little bunny rabbits and my home sweet home signs that I ordered to do kits with. Well, this was the bonus if you ordered that day. They were being super sweet and giving a little bonus. Well, you had the little house. You paint that one color, you paint your little heart, and then you paint your word, and you paint your roof and chimney, and then you assemble them and put them all together, and then you can hang it either as an ornament on your tree or as a little something in your car, somewhere like that, something like that. So just a little sweet something that they did, and I think I want to paint mine today. Okay, so and I'm going to apologize. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but I can hear him real loud, real clear. He's driving me crazy with his noises. The grandpup is here. My son has to work an extra long shift. And he felt really bad leaving his puppy in his kennel for 12 hours straight, at least, because he's working a 12-hour shift. I think I'm going to use some berry wine. Let's see, do we want apple red or engine red? Apple red or engine red? The big one or the little? The littler one looks darker red, so I'm going to go with engine red. Yay. Home I'm going to do in a teal color. Let's go with, it is teal. Cool. So, what color do I want the roof? This is real brown. I have real brown and I have burnt umber. I think I'm going to do some real brown. We're going to do the red for the heart. We're going to see what good afternoon, Angel. How are you? Have you had, let me ask, did you get to see my butterflies that I did yesterday? Because if you didn't, I will stop really quickly and go get them from the other room. Even if I have to trip over the dog to go get them. Let me go get them. Oh, you think he left something in here for you, huh? Our old grumpy dog came in because the puppy left the door open. I did my butterflies yesterday, and then I glued them on when I got off. Let's see, I had a 10-pack of these little wooden cutouts. I'm pretty sure I got them at Dollar Tree for 10 of them. And then I kind of spaced them, before we did. No, I won't trip, but I tell you, that grandpup is pretty big, and he likes to be right under my feet. So here's how this turned out. I thought it was pretty cool. I kind of liked it. I was kind of fond of it. And if you look in the light, you can see how the glaze kind of gives it some glitter. And I only did it on their bodies of the butterflies. Now I did the color shifts on different parts over here. And I did lots of little dots. And then I've got one that has no dots except for big circles. Wow, how off am I? Oh, this one looks like I didn't get the glue in the right spot on him. I may have to fix this one and glue him down a little bit. And then this one doesn't have any little dots, so I may have to go in and put some dots on him. We shall see. All right, so what I'm going to do really quickly here is grab my number 10, because I think that'll be just about right for the roof here. And I'm just going to kind of run up my roof, kind of squeeze all the water out, make sure I got all the water out. And come right, and I just stuck that in that red. Well, that was really smart, so I wasn't even looking at where I'd put that paint. That's funny. Oh boy. You know, it's one of those days, every time I start to do something, I'm like, okay, did I do it? Did I do it not? Did I do it right? So, alrighty. Closing that. Moving that. Okay. Going down the roof. And I guess if you just wanted to leave it hanging in pieces, you could. I wouldn't want to. I think it would just clamor and clack. But you could add this to as a piece to a wreath. If you were making a wreath, you could, yeah. You could add as a wreath, as an embellishment to a wreath. You could hang it from your rearview mirror if you're into that kind of stuff. On a string once you get it assembled. It is a little heavy. I wouldn't want to use it as a keychain. Unless it was just one to help me find my keys and I take it and I leave it hanging on the edge of my purse, kind of a keychain. Not necessarily one that has the keys hanging on it from the ignition, because that would be just way too heavy. I think it's not heavy, but it's heavy enough that it would not do that job well, I don't think. So I'm going to take a little bit, because our fireplace is brick and it's the same color brick as the rest of the house. I'm going to go ahead and do my little fireplace here in my maroon color. Okay, I gotta let Rita know I got her message, or she'll worry that she didn't get me the message. I had done some work for one of my clients, and her daughter said, something's not right on this one. And so we were trying to figure out what was not right on it and get it fixed. And while I've got this on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and get the whole house. Now, I don't want to get too much on my edges over here where it's laser burned and looks real pretty, but I don't think it matters if you go a little over on the edges either. Y'all, I have to go see what that dog's getting into. Hang on 1 minute. Caesar! No. Get in here. Come on. Come on. You get on your bed. Mags, get on this bed. You get on this bed. You get on this bed. I gave them a treat right before I started, and he knows where the bag is, so he was trying to get into that bag. He had gotten it off the shelf, which he could reach, and he was attempting to figure out how to chew a hole in it. Stinker. You stinker dog. Hey, Caesar, come here. Come here. See, can y'all see Caesar, stinker dog? Here, let me turn it down just a little bit. See, there's Caesar, stinker dog. He's a big boy. He's only a year old. Oh, you big stinker mess. Here. Here's this. Go chew. Oh, well, he normally can't. Okay, since he and his daddy have moved out, we haven't had as much problem with going crazy, like doing stupid stuff. I was gonna say, he knew Nana was definitely busy. He knew Nana was busy. He and his daddy moved out in December, and when he comes to visit, he is into everything. Yeah, he is a cutie. He is a cutie. He's a mess. He is a big, huge mess, but he is a cutie. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm painting the right side of the heart. They're not perfect hearts, so one side's just a little bit skinnier than the other. And I don't think it would be a big deal, but if you're going to line it up with the lines on the other side to make it match. Yeah, Nana spoils him. Nana spoils him rotten, and he knows it. They all know it. Maggie is our dog. She's the 10-plus-year-old Beagle Basset mix that I'm pretty sure that must be what they breed to get American Foxhounds, because I saw somebody posting some pictures of an American Foxhound, and I was like, and they shared it with me, and they said, when did you share Maggie with this lady? Because she was doing some exercise video, and it looked like our dog right after we'd gotten her. And so I had laughed and said, well, I didn't, but that is kind of funny that she's got a dog that looks just like Maggie there. But, all right. And I'm doing teal just because I felt like doing teal. You could do the home in whatever color. And that's the thing I love about these things. You make it as personal as you want. Like, we have a reddish, dark red brick that's kind of this shade that I thought, yeah, that'd be just about right for the background. And I wanted a color that would pop, that wouldn't take forever to get the layers of it to show. Oh, the edge of the E just broke. That is all on me. But I think I should be able to glue it back in place and it'd be okay. But now I'm kind of wondering if Maggie's in the other room eyeballing those treats that Caesar showed her where it was at. Because Maggie's usually there in the kitchen with us, trying to eat what we eat. And since Caesar showed her where the treats were, it's funny, I can mess with it all day long, but as soon as he shows them where something is, they're all into it. All right. I am actually going to pick up that little bit of extra that I did not use of all of these colors and put them back. Waste not, want not, right, y'all? That's my saying. I don't think there's going to be any other engine red to go back in, but where I slid it with the table. Sometimes you can manage to get very little of your paint out, and then other times it's like, nope, you just can't get it to drop just a drip for nothing. So, okay, put those back in here. Let's get that brown. I think the one coat is just thin enough that the texture of the wood adds to it. If you did 2 coats and covered it really thick, I think it would cover. Lily waits until after Grace and joins us at her ball. Well, I don't have a well-mannered dog in my house. That's all I'm going to say. Caesar, you just missed. I told Angel I had to walk away for a minute, and anybody else that was watching and not speaking. But I said, y'all have to step away for a second. I can hear him in there doing something. Well, he had gotten the treats bag off of the shelf and was trying to help himself and Maggie to some treats. And I figure if he had succeeded, we'd have had a big lot of trouble on our hands between him and Maggie fighting over who was going to get what was in that bag. Thankfully, it was just one of those that only had like 8 treats, and I just took 3 out and gave them to the 3 that are here. Because Rosie is in there with her mama, so that these 2 aren't fighting under my feet. Right, I'm going to walk to the other side of the room and get the glue, and I'll be right back. Yes, my seaman. Yes, my little seaman. Yes, crazy dog. At least he was going. Well, he was debating sharing. Let's just put it that way. He definitely had it between his paws, and it was debatable whether he was going to share. Okay, I'm going to put the heart on first, mostly because I feel like, and I'm using E6000. I have no idea if it would be better to use. Because it's painted, I'm pretty sure the wood glue wouldn't work as well. And I did it backwards on the heart anyway. It still covers it up well enough. I'm not worried about it, but that red is blending into the other one. So I may have to go over that with a different color. Food for thought. But yes, they are hilarious when they get going. But if I'm not careful when I'm on a live, they'll be in there. Okay, I was sitting in here earlier getting ready to go live, finishing up a project for a client. And I heard my end table with the coffee dish, the candy dish on it rattle. And it was the two of them wrestling. And
what do I do for this?
Hang on 1 second. While I'm focused here, I want to make sure I get glue on here. My eyes will refocus there in a minute. What is this?
It's from Miss Annette. She sent it to make sure, like, I don't have anything changed. Nothing's changed for this, right?
If you have any changes, please either email them to me or call if you have not submitted your signature paper. Did you get out your signature stuff in it last year? I don't remember.
I think we did.
Okay. What we might do is email Miss Annette and ask her if you've got your signature papers in, but nothing has changed because you're still wearing the same size, right? Okay. I think they're just checking in with all the campers now, trying to get as much as they can ready before we get there. Okay. She didn't realize I was live. Bless her sweet little heart. And
nothing has changed, but what do I need to ask?
Do you know if I submitted my signature papers? Because the papers that where mom and dad sign and everything else. Typically, I send that in.
I thought you did.
But I don't know if we did last year or not because we weren't real sure if it was going to happen or not with COVID being what it was.
Well, I think we sent them in before COVID.
Before COVID had everything crazy. I know you were pretty early on, so I don't. Just double check with Miss Annette because if they need us to send something, I'll send it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather us dot all our T's and cross all our I's, and then if somebody.
I can't remember how to spell.
It's called dictate it. Dictate.
I have my headphones on and I'm not taking them off. It's too much work.
Okay, well.
Sure.
Okay. All right, I'm going home down now. Now, for those of you interested in ordering any of these cute little pieces and projects, I'm going to try and put this where you can see it and not have my head in the way. Heart's Desire. I think it's Lisa and Jonathan Askew. I think Heart's Desire is doing some woodwork projects. I know a lot of us buy from or have used in the past Diverse Woodworking, but you don't have to use Diverse Woodworking. I know a couple of my friends are actually getting glow forges and things like that and doing some of this woodworking stuff. And I just wanted to make sure that, I kind of like to support the little guy when I can. So Heart's Desire is where I got this. And this came as a thank you for ordering from them. Now, if you're doing door hangers and stuff, you might check them out and get on her email list or her text message list because she will message you on Thursdays. Well, she'll message you before they go live. But on Thursdays, they do a $5 Friday. And if you order before a certain time on Friday, you can get what they've made for $5. What they're offering that week as the new launch products for $5. And I'm going to show you the two things that I got when I ordered and got when that was the thank you gift that they gave me. Yes, he's such a good boy. Him being a good boy, sitting over here being quiet, didn't he? Didn't him? Him's trying really hard anyway. He's trying real hard anyway. Okay. So, I got my bunnies. Okay, let me take my ceramics off because those did not come from them. Okay, so I got my bunny parts. You've got like 3 different noses to choose from. You've got a carrot. You've got a bow that can either be a bow tie or it could be a bow in the hair if it's a girl. Can y'all see that? I can't see for the stuff on mine. And then there's a regular tie. I ended up with a couple of flowers, and there's one that has a big circle there and a little one. Then there were several sets of eyes that you could choose from, just plain with no lashes, a couple with lashes. These were either eyebrows, or I guess you could do them one way, making it look like he's looking a different direction depending on how you paint him. So there's at least 2 sets. And if you order them on that $5 Friday day, then you can get them for $5 a set or whatever. So, and then they have the ears that are 3D, 3-dimensional. There is, I think this was the other inside to the glasses. And the way they did it was they packaged this inside one of the eyeglasses and this one inside the other just to get you the glasses, because you can have glasses or no glasses. And then there was an Easter egg for him to hold. And then these have the 3D elements that you add onto those. You had optional whiskers if you wanted to paint them on or have them 3D. And like I said, this could be here or it could go up here. You had your carrot. And you had multiple noses. So this was a super cute. And I thought, oh, that might be really fun for coming up really quickly on that Easter thing. So I really have to start figuring out how I want to do that. If I want to do it as a kit where you order it, or do I want to do a class? Okay, and then here was Home Sweet Home. This is kind of like you did. Well, I'm trying to figure out if I want to offer one because I really don't have a great location without being mobile. So I'm hoping that I can get in. Okay, so this is kind of like my little ornament was, where you're going to glue it together afterwards. It's got an optional ring. This has faux shiplap look to it, where it's got the laser lines across here, so it looks shiplapped, and all of the letters are individual. So you pull them off, you paint them, and then you can put it back down on whatever it is, and then you can glue your ring on if you wanna. If you don't want it to have the ring, you ain't gotta. I definitely think the ring adds to it, but then you don't have to worry about, did you get paint on your letter when you were painting your background, or vice versa, when you're painting your letter, did you get it all over the background, and then trying to make sure you get this done neatly. That works just so easy. And I bought, these were all $5 for a set of these that week that I did it. So you would have to check with them. They did a really cute puppy one last week. And I started to tune in, but then I had something happen and I got pulled away yesterday. So I don't even know what this week's. Oh, they were bees. That's what it was. They had 2 different bee ones that were available this week. So if you're interested, go to Heart's Desire and or look up Lisa Askew, A-S. Anyway. Hang on, let me see. Well, it won't let me tag it on here because I'm on StreamYard. Anyway, so this was their little way of saying thank you for ordering from them. So this was a little ornament that you could put together and glue in the layers. And I used my E6000 because I had a feeling it would just hold it together. Oh, Rita, I just realized who it was saying that she left her bunny party. I saw the post there, but it didn't click with me. Yes, Rita is the one who turned me on to them, and she just did a class with hers for some homeschoolers and some grandbabies. And I saw the pictures. They all look like they had a blast, let me tell you. So I think it would be a fun party for sure. All right, y'all. I'm popping out of here. I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, visit with some people if I possibly could. And then that's been sitting here for several days waiting on me to paint it or do something with it. And I decided I was going to paint it after all. I think it may be my Christmas ornament for this year for me. Anyway, it was great chatting with y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I guess I probably ought to see if I can glue this down without tearing anything up. Okay. My surfboard that I did, this one, apparently the corner didn't get as glued down as I thought it did. So I've got to glue it down. Okay. So I will talk to y'all later. Thank you again for coming and visiting with me. And let's catch up again soon.